I can explain. Alright, what's up everyone? This is Chaos Lord. Anyways, you guys are probably wondering why it took me so long for me to make another upload. Well, this is my first time making this type of video, but yeah, here's a bit of a funny story. So, if you guys haven't noticed till now, which you probably should, well, basically I've been recording a lot of FNAF content until Security Breach came along, and then, it finally, arrived. So, and my camera isn't focusing. Hold up, give me... Okay, as I was saying, sorry if the camera quality is kind of garbage, but it's... whatever. Anyways, so Security Breach arrived, and I recorded the first episode, which I kind of enjoyed. But then when I tried to record, another episode, it got very laggy, and the performance was horrible. So, yeah, so I decided to upgrade my computer. And thus the problem started arriving. So, yeah, I went on Amazon, got, first I got the Ryzen 9 5950X, whatever. And so I paid for that, I got it, and I looked at it, and, everything was fine, I assumed. And then, I decided to start, putting it on my motherboard, trying to just replace a few parts, and then, get everything working. Yeah, then I realized that it wasn't compatible with the freaking... Oh my god, just thinking about it just pisses me off still, but it wasn't compatible with my current motherboard. So, yeah, now I have to spend more money trying to get the right motherboard for that. And then I was like, okay, whatever. So after a couple more days or so, I got the motherboard. And so I started to insert it, the CPU on it, all that. Got the thermal paste, everything, which also came with more problems. So, so I put my old fan on top of it, because I'm not sure how the whole thing works, but I know where everything goes, because I looked at a lot of videos beforehand. So I assumed everything was fine, but, no! I plugged everything out of my old motherboard, which actually was annoying as hell, because some parts were hard to take off, for some apparent reason, because I did not want to break the damn thing, but yet, whenever I barely put enough pressure on it, it's like, you know what, nah, the plug's not gonna go anywhere, and then so I have to literally hurt my own finger just trying to pull the damn thing off. So, yeah. So I eventually replaced everything, and, just put the new motherboard in, all the screws, everything, everything's back to normal, except for the new motherboard, where everything was, together. I decided to turn the computer on. It did not turn on. So eventually I looked back on the CPU, and I noticed that there are some, bent pins. Which when I actually got the package, it kind of looked like the same exact way, so I guess at the time I didn't notice that it was damaged. So I look on the internet trying to figure out, okay, how do I literally fix it? So I tried to realign the pins back into place, but which by the way they were damaged before I even started on that. So don't think it was good at first, because it actually wasn't, which I didn't know at the time. So yeah, I tried to put it back, and turns out yeah, I end up making things worse. So here's the main reason why it took me a whole month, without me uploading. Okay, I still wanted to actually make more FNAF content, consecutively, before I do anything else at the same time. So basically, the days after I brought the product back, I kept looking at Amazon to see so I could track where my package is at, so I know I get the refund. The main issue was that the last time I bought an item, and then I brought it at Kohl's, it was something else entirely. I got the money back, but from my Amazon account, it wasn't directly in my account, which it's fine. But the thing is that it was a lot of money to the point to where I wanted to know where that money is going, so that if it was in my account, which I wanted, which it would have been fine. If it was back in my if it was on my Amazon account, then that means that I can't really access it the way how I want to. So eventually, 1 month later, I literally was waiting until I got a update to where the hell my package is at, in terms of the refund return, whatever. And so over to January 17th, I was the most depressed I was, because I wanted to play Security Breach, but then I was at a point where I literally could not do anything. Thank God my old motherboard was working at the time, so I did not screw my old CPU up or anything, thank God. But yeah, eventually a couple days after that, I got the status. They accepted the refund. So I waited for 2 more 3 days, and I finally got the refund. So I decided to buy another processor, It's not the best powerful, but it was like the Ryzen 7 5800, which, by the way, still pretty much the next best thing. Which also, by the way, before I even continue on that, I realized that my RAM wasn't even compatible as well with the old motherboard, so I bought some new RAM, 16 gigabytes, which, you know, a little detail to add within this entire story. And then, so yeah. Fortunately, like, on the same day, or should I say overnight, I got the package. So after work, I literally spent 2 hours just taking everything off again, which I also bought a new cooling fan, by the way, I forgot to mention. I made sure I got a good fan that works with the processor I have, which was pretty good. You know, I installed it in first and everything. I fully successfully upgraded my computer. And then my RAM, I noticed that I was not using all 16 gigabytes, which fortunately I just had to take it out and put it back in, the second part. So I put it in the right slots, it was just something else. And then here comes my recent issue when I'm guys I cannot speak freaking English. Oh my god. Here's my next issue. I decided to test out FNAF Security Breach with the new specs, and the whole game was so laggy. Like, it was much worse before I upgraded it. I looked at Task Manager and it was using 100% of it. I'm like, it doesn't make sense, because even before all this even started, it was using 60%, and it was like running like somewhat decent. So something was wrong. So now here I am, literally looking on every YouTube video how to freaking find, like, how to improve the game by, like, literally downloading a bunch of freaking updating drivers, freaking weird apps just to somehow configure my system for it to work. And then long story short, I downloaded AMD Master, so I overclocked my stuff to just 10%. That's all I need, like, you know. And then my game, you know, eventually run much better. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, right. So I started up the game. It was moving. Everything was smooth. I tested my OBS, and good news, I can actually, you know, record the game at 60 frames instead of 30. So that is a big upside. Of course, when I wanted to load in my save file, it kept crashing the engine. So I tried to install other drivers for it to work or whatever. But in the end, I just have to end up deleting it, which it wasn't a big deal because I didn't make that much progress. So I can literally come back to it in a couple seconds, like right before the day card area. So, yeah, I'm pretty much I tried to see how my computer could run at that, and it was running pretty smoothly too, except for a couple parts where it was like the map didn't load, it was very laggy, and like, ugh. So long story short, I got the whole thing working now. I got it to like the best settings, except for the quality where it's medium, which is probably like the best lowest settings where you won't even notice it, because medium and ultra there's not like a crazy difference. But if I put anything lower to lowest, then like, yeah, the whole thing will look like a freaking JPEG.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Basically, long story short, sorry for not uploading for a month. This is the whole reason why I wasn't making videos. Yeah, so the time I was editing this video, the people at Steel Studios made an announcement that they're actually going to be making an update for FNAF Security Breach during mid-February. So, yeah, in the meantime, I'll make like other videos, maybe play some of the old FNAF games, and then or some Smash content, which I was doing beforehand. But yeah, just wait for like 2 to 3 weeks or so, and then by the time I upload this video, and yeah, we'll actually be continuing the series again. So yeah, hopefully you guys, you know, be a bit patient. I understand if whoever wants to watch me play this game, you know, tired of you know, waiting for me to do so. But yeah, sorry about that. I know I'm a bit late, but you know, technical difficulties. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Why me crack that boy, the boy that's